Alright guys, this is the Behringer POWERPLAY PRO-XL HA4700 headphone amplifier. It's a headphone mixing and distribution amplifier. And I'm going to hook this up in my podcast studio. Don't forget to go to HiTech Redneck.com. Get my very thorough Learn to Podcast series. If you don't want to spend $2,000-$3,000, mine is just as thorough, my training course, and you'll be very satisfied. Look at some of my free videos, and like I say, over at HiTech Redneck.com, I've got the entire tutorial series. You'll be able to podcast. You'll learn from the ground up. Anyways, we're going to unbox this Power Pro-XL HA4700, and we'll check it out, and then we'll go into the studio, my podcast studio, and we'll mount it to the frame rack right above my compressor limiter gate. Make sure you check that video out, the compressor limiter gate video. Very thorough. It's free. All right, let's get into this thing. And again, this is a Behringer, and this is so I have myself on one of my podcasts and two co-hosts, and right, the way I did have it, they all had to listen. There's only one headphone output on the mixers, on most mixers, and so we all had to listen in our headphones at the same volume. Well, as we're moving up and ramping things up, that didn't work so well sometimes. Guys want a little louder, well, this, or a little quieter. Well, this little piece of equipment here, this headphone amplifier, mixing and distribution amplifier, will allow me so that I can have all three sets of headphones, mine and my two co-hosts, and even another, because it's a 4-channel. We can all have and adjust our volume to how we like it. So pretty cool piece of equipment. There's a lot of different ones out there, but this comes recommended, and I've heard good things about it. It's my first time using it, but shouldn't be a big deal. We'll get it hooked up. This is the back. It's got inputs and outputs and all that. So let's take it into the studio and figure this thing out and get her hooked up, all right? Okay, all I've done is I've got my Behringer POWERPLAY PRO-XL HA4700. I just put it in my frame rack. So this is the back of it here. Below it is my compressor limiter gate, Behringer compressor limiter gate. Make sure you check out my free video on that. All right, to hook this headphone mixer distribution amplifier system, all we need to do is you're going to need a 1/4 inch TRS tip ring sleeve cable into dual 1/4 inch tip sleeve TS cables. All right, and all I'm going to plug this in, I'm going to plug it into the main headphone jack out on my mixer. All right, so I'm going over here, try not to get in your way, and I'm just going to plug this into my main headphone out. All right, and then with these two, I'm just going to take the 1/4 inch here, and on the very right side here is your main in. It says left channel's gray and R red for right channel. Those are your main inputs, so we're coming directly out of the mixer over here, directly into the headphone amplifier. All right, and so from there, I've got 3 sets of headphones, and let me grab a pair here. They're hanging on the wall. So I've got 3 sets of headphones, all right, Sony headphones here. And I get in, like I say, you guys make sure you can check out HiTechRedneck.com. I get into a lot more detail on some other things. Very, very detailed course on how to podcast from the ground up. But so from there, I've got my headphones for 3 sets, one for myself, and then a pair for each of my 2 co-hosts. And this is 1/4 inch TRS, and these are just those little adapters. They come with your headphones, so that you can take it down from 1/8 inch TRS, or actually you can increase it from 1/8 inch TRS to 1/4 inch TRS. And we'll go in here, and we'll go into the on each of these ones. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4 channels. I'm on the first channel, my headphones. Now there's a headphone out on the front of this unit, which I'll show you in a minute. That's the one I'm using because it's on this side and that's where I sit. So mic output 2, I'm going to go ahead and put in the left bank, all right, of that particular out. That's one pair of headphones. And then I'm going to take my other set here, and I'm going to put it in the third slot, and I'm going to put it in the left bank, the left out right there. These are headphone out. So two there, I'm putting it in the left of each, and I don't have a fourth set. And of course, this is my bank, but I'm coming out the front. So let's move around the front, and I'll show you what this looked like. But that's pretty much, that's as easy as it is to hook up. Let's look at the knobs on the front and show you how to work this thing. All right, here's the front. And again, you can come out on the front if you want on each bank. There's phones out, phones out, phones out. I'm going to pull mine just for a second. All right. Over here is your master level. So when you adjust this, it adjusts all the banks together if you want to turn everybody's up or down. I just have it set straight up and down, which is at 3. And of course over here, there's a fourth bank over here, but you can't really see it. I wanted to kind of get a close up, but there is a fourth bank over here to the right. We're just going to deal with these 3 banks since I have 3 sets of headphones. So mine, bass, balance, left to right, of course. And then I just have it straight up, of course. And then you've got your bass, and you can adjust more bass or less bass, of course, and then you can do whatever you want with your treble. I just got everything straight up and down right now. Then this is your output level. So when I plug my headphones in, and of course the other 2 banks are plugged, they're coming out of the back for my co-hosts. This one right here, this knob on each bank, and it says output level, that adjusts the level just for my headphones, just for the headphones that are on that bank. So this adjusts all at once, and then here is the level for each particular bank or set of headphones that's coming out. So that's pretty much it. There's not much to it. Once you get the back hooked up, it's straight out of your mixer in. I showed you how to do that, and there's got some mute stuff here. That's all self-explanatory. Right mute, left mute, 2-channel button, but I don't mess with anything too much. I just plug the headphones in, and then I adjust the level as each person wants it. So there you go. That's the Behringer HA4700 amplifier. And don't forget to go to HiTechRedneck.com. Your HiTechRedneck.com, HITECH, and there's a very, very thorough course on how to learn to podcast from the ground up, and there's a lot of other cool stuff there. So your HiTechRedneck.com, check it out, and all right, we'll catch you later.